Alright, now let's go to IFR turns. As you can see, now we don't have any reference to the outside world. It's all grey. We're in clouds. And that's what we want. We want to use these instruments to determine our position, our heading, our altitude, speed and whatever. Now for IFR I have to introduce a new instrument which wasn't really important before. This one. It's the turn indicator. Now it shows you the direction of your turn. See that little aircraft? If you turn left, it banks left, and if you turn right, it banks right. But it doesn't actually show your bank angle. So if you're banking 30 degrees, it doesn't bank 30 degrees. It shows your rate of turn. You see these markings here? Now when the aircraft banks and its wing is aligned with that marking, you turn at exactly 3 degrees per second. Or for a full circle you need 2 minutes. That's why it's called a 2-minute turn. A standard turn. Or a rate 1 turn. And that's how you make turns in IFR. You always use the rate 1 turn. There are some exceptions, we'll come to that, steep turns and stuff, but normally in normal flight you use the standard turn. So if you don't have that instrument, if you're flying with an airplane that only has the HUD, there's a simple way to determine your bank angle to fly a rate 1 turn. You take your airspeed, which is 120 at the moment, then divide it by 10, 12, and then add 7, 19. And 19 is your bank angle that you have to use to get a rate 1 turn at 120 knots. And you see, the faster you go, the more you have to bank to get a rate 1 turn. So if you want to say 30 degrees is the limit, you can actually fly not more than 230 degrees to fly a rate 1 turn. Because 230 divided by 10 is 23, plus 7 is 30. So in this case, if you're flying faster than that, 30 degrees is the limit. Then you're flying a non-standard turn with an actually slower rate of turn, but if you would bank more, your passengers would be scared, and you don't want your passengers to be scared, would you? So let's see if I can do a rate 1 turn in IFR. We're on a southbound heading, and we want to get to the northbound heading on a left turn at 120 knots and 4,000 feet. So I turn the autopilot off, and we are banking to 19 degrees, and as you see, the wing of the aircraft is perfectly aligned with the rate 1 marking. So now flying a rate 1 turn, this turn of 180 degrees should exactly take 1 minute. And once again, before rolling out, the rules apply. Cut your bank angle by half and roll out prior to north, exactly 9.5 degrees or 10 degrees. You can't. It's a rule of thumb. It's not that exact. Let's see. We're gonna roll out at 010 degrees. So we're starting the rollout. And voila, northbound heading. That wasn't too hard, was it? Now, steep turns in IFR are not made with 60 degrees bank, but with 45 degrees bank. And you don't really have a reason to do steep turns in IFR, except if you're flying in clouds and suddenly there's a mountain in front of you, but normally you don't. But you have to practice. So, once again, we're going to do 180 degree turn to the left on a southbound heading. And once again, when passing 30 degrees bank, we increase our throttle. And when passing 30 degrees bank again, we reduce the throttle again. Let's see if it works. Banking left. 30 degrees, increase of throttle, and pulling up. Oh, I gotta watch my altitude there. And I totally overshot now, but I don't feel like correcting that right now. I don't really feel like correcting that right now. You got the point. I should have rolled out at, let's say, 202 degrees. But I didn't, because I was watching my altitude. So the important thing is, you focus your attention on the horizon when flying IFR. And then you always do cross checks, but after each check you come back to the horizon. So you check your altitude, go back to the horizon. Check your heading, go back to the horizon. Speed, back to the horizon. And you also check this one, turn indicator, and your rate of climb indicator. Always come back to the horizon, because this is the most important instrument that you have when flying IFR. Alright, I guess that's it for today, and see you next time. Hope you enjoyed it.